Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon Platinum Chainlocke. It has been a bit of time since I last recorded, but you guys will have no idea since I've been consistently uploading according to my schedule. So welcome back. In the last episode, I believe we made our way down the cycling road, fought a couple trainers, got a couple of encounters, and switched up the team a bit due to some level cap hitting. And in today's episode, I hope to make it to Heart Home and potentially take on Fantina, time permitting. So we'll see about that, but if you guys are looking forward to the next episode of the Platinum Chainlocke, as much as I am to recording, because I'm having a blast with these rules and playing this game. It's so much fun. Make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below. We will do a quick team recap for you all and for myself, because it's been a minute since I recorded. As I said, I keep repeating myself. Starting out, we have Ka the Arbok holding the leftovers, level 22, so she does not hit the level cap because she is one of our temporary members. Bashful Nature, Sniper ability, which powers up moves if they become critical hits, and the moves Acid, Poison Sting, Crunch, and Glare. We then have Outlet, the Electivire, holding the Zap Plate, Docile Nature, Download ability, and the moves Swift, Shockwave, Quick Attack, and Low Kick. Read those out of order because you gotta stay on your toes. We then have Stina, the level 25 Lairon, holding the Quick Claw, Bold Nature, Download ability, Metal Claw, Iron Defense, Mud Slap, and Headbutt are her attacks. We then have Toad, the Breloom, holding no item, level 25 Bold Nature because he has Klutz, and then was Mega Drain, Headbutt, Mach Punch, Leech Seed. We then have Quoland, the Quilava, holding the leftovers, level 22 Mild Nature, Stench ability because he smells really bad, and the moves Smokescreen, Ember, Quick Attack, and Flame Wheel. And last but certainly not least, we have Hermie, the Bright Powder, holding level 25 Slowbro, Quiet Nature, No Guard abilities. We get Focus Blast and Thunder. Don't know if this thing learns Thunder. Fun fact, Slowbro does not get Hydro Pump, which I looked up because, No Guard Hydro Pump, who wouldn't, right? That's kind of stupid. I think Slowbro should get Hydro Pump, he's a Water type. Anyway, No Guard ability, Yawn, Confusion, Headbutt, and Water Gun are her moves. So, that all being said, I do happen to remember, I remembered off screen actually, that there are some encounters that we can get. So I will actually make a quick cut and run over and do some encountering before we move on with the episode. So bear with me for a moment. And we are back. We are here at Route 219, right below Sanjim Town. And now that we have the old rod, we can do some fishing, not only here, but also in Twin Leaf Town. So that is another 4 encounters for our box. And before we do that, there's an item here which we'll pick up, which is an antidote, which, silly randomizer, I can't use those in battles. This is a hardcore Nuzlocke after all. But let's go for, so we don't have the good rod yet. We'll go for the old rod. And do I speed up or not speed up? Because it was really annoying catching Poliwags in Eterna before, and just like that, man, I need to have patience. I need to use speed up less, I think, especially in battles, because oh, dude, this is awful. I speed up, and it gets away because I can't run fast enough. I don't speed up, no encounter. Okay, encounter number 1, 1 of 4. This is going to be a Natu. Natu, I will take a Natu. I don't think I can weaken this thing. I can glare it though. We have glare, and I'll keep chucking Pokeballs because apparently Natu is the second hardest Pokemon to catch on Earth. I say second because there's probably someone that is a little bit more difficult to catch than a Natu, and just like that, as I'm speaking, Natu gets captured. We will name this thing Pigeon, but I'm gonna misspell pigeon because it's not a pigeon. It is a bird, and I know birds are pigeons, but not this type of birds. This is pigeon. Pigeon the Natu. And we have to write down on our handy dandy list that Pigeon is actually number 37. So we have Pigeon the Natu. Very good. Never know when Xatu could come in handy, you know? And that being said, Old Rod encounter number 2. It seems like Ka is a good mon to lead off with due to him having a glare. Old Rod. Okay, reeled in too quickly. That is my bad, sir. We will take our time. And this is going to be an encounter right now. Okay, not even a nibble. You know what? I don't want an encounter anyway. I know I'm going to go through all this trouble, and it's going to be a Natu. Low-key, the water there kind of looks like Michigan. Comment if you agree. Okay, reeled in a Pokemon. It's going to be a Michigan Pokemon. The Michigan Pokemon is... oh, yes. Dude, low-key, I was kind of hoping I would catch a Mamoswine. Because Mamoswine is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So I... low-key, might just add him to the team. Are you kidding? We're gonna throw some oh, dude. Caught it like that. This is gonna be named Michigan. So I was talking about Michigan while I was catching it. So this is, Michigan. the Mamoswine, and we're honestly, we're gonna take a look at Michigan right this very second. She may be a permanent member on the team, which honestly is gonna be pretty. Actually, I think I know who I'd replace. Don't tell Stina, but it might be Stina. Okay, so we'll move Pigeon to right here, and then we will move Michigan right over here. And let's take a look at Michigan's ability. Michigan has Unburden, which is very interesting. I don't know if Mamoswine is necessarily very fast, but that could be interesting. I'm definitely adding her to the team. We will we'll maybe get all encounters, and that'll make the team changes, but that is a very, very cool pickup. And then Pigeon has Super Luck, which will change once he evolves, but you know what? I have to write down that that Michigan is number 38. That is Mamoswine. That is absolutely amazing. I never get to use Mamoswine, man. And back when I watched the Pokemon anime, like Swinub and Dawn, you know, Dawn Swinub, evolving the Pillow Swine, evolving the Mamoswine, I just love that guy. He's so awesome. One of the best evolutions Gen 4 brought, man. I mean, all the Gen 4 evolutions are pretty goated. I feel like there's very few that are like mid, maybe like Licky, but I like Licky. He's cooler than Licky Tongue in my opinion. But now we are here at Twinleaf Town. I think it's Twinleaf Town. And we will easily get a Pokemon. It's going to be a Magcargo. It is, dude, rip Ophelia, man. Died because I was silly. Oh, speaking of being silly, to make myself a little bit less silly, I've decided to implement a new rule into this project. Because I want this game to be as hard as possible, any battle that can be fought as a double battle must be fought as a double battle. I know I broke that rule technically in the last episode, but it also makes my my blunder against the Galactic Grunts less of a blunder. So I want to implement that rule. Why? Because I hate myself and want this to be very difficult. And speaking of, I don't know how I'll transition to this. We have a Dusknoir! Yay, look at his hands. He wants to say hello. We're gonna glare him. He disabled my glare. That is completely fine, my good sir. And, dude, this is called the Gripper Pokemon. We gotta name this thing Gripper. Gripper. The Gripper Pokemon. I think that's what it was called. And then, you know, why waste any time? We got landed a Pokemon. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that I will not be able to catch yet. It's probably should be Weezings and Dusknoirs here. So we may have to add this to the list of places to come back to after we get the good run. I'll try like maybe 2 more encounters if I don't reel them in too quickly. Okay. I'm doing this on hard mode, man. I'm speeding up. Okay, reel in too quickly. Okay, not even a nibble. Okay, got it on speed up. Okay, Dusknoir. We'll do one more. Alright, come on. I hate fishing because it's so boring. Okay. Speed up is not doing great for me. Okay. When will I learn my lesson to not speed up while fishing? Okay, never. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back when we have the good rod. But that being said, I will now make a cut back to Orberg and maybe have a team change. So I'll see you all momentarily. Alright everybody, we are back here in Orberg City, and I did go ahead and change up the team. As you can see, we have boxed poor Quoland, the Quilava, for Michigan, the Mamoswine. Now, I may end up boxing Stina later when we're going to take on Fantina, but for the time being, I figured may as well just replace Quoland because he was kind of just a placeholder anyway. So we now have Michigan, the Mamoswine. Take a sip of water real quick. Stay hydrated. Michigan is level 22, holding the Icicle Plate. Rash Nature, Unburdened ability. By the way, the Dusknoir had Guts, which is kind of awesome. And then was Peck, Odor Sleuth, Powder Bomb. Nope, Mud Bomb and Powders. No, I can read. So not a great moveset for the time being, but you know what? We'll lead with her. I really pray nothing happens to my Mamoswine. Making me really not want to use that Natu, by the way. But that all out of the way, all those encounters. Now, we still have Twinleaf, which we have to fish in, and I believe Eterna City, we have another encounter to get there. I have not forgotten. I will certainly go back there because we should be getting the good rod relatively soon. I'm going to try to refrain from speeding up too much, you know? I don't know if I'll take on Fantina today, but I think I can certainly make it to her gym at least. And maybe we'll start the next episode with Fantina. Did I fight all these people over here? Okay, fought you, fought you. No, I fought you. Did I fight Mr. Hiker over here? I think I did. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I am never wrong, never mistaken. And that being said, we can just go straight through Mount Coronet. I'll do the bike, but I'll do it slow mode. Unfortunately, we did get our encounters here for Mount Coronet. And Cyrus is going to show up. According to one theory, Mount Coronet is where the Sinnoh region began. Yeah? In a newly created world, a world where only time flowed and space expanded, there should have been no strife. But what became of that world? Because the human spirit is weak and incompetent, strife has spread. The world is being ruined by it. I find the state of affairs to be deplorable. Well, isn't that spectacular? I don't think that destroying the world and creating a new one is the answer, but I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle. Is there a hidden item here? Nope. I feel like there should be. There's Toxicroaks here. Not related to hidden items, but he is here. And he wants to be known that he is here. But let us leave here. And we have more encounters coming actually on Route 208 after these very quick and hopefully easy trainer battles, which I will not speed up through unless they're really, really easy, right? Operator Stacy here with a War Turtle. Level 22, which matches Michigan perfectly. Unfortunately, this is a water type, and I do not want to risk my new Mamoswine, so we'll go into Outlet. And we will mess this War Turtle up with a quick Zap Plate boosted Shockwave. Download, hopefully raising the special attack as expected. And this War Turtle is trying to attract me, but he doesn't know that Outlet does not play those games. What games he does play, though, are Zap plays boosted Shockwaves. I stuttered there because I was drinking water again. I am quite thirsty right now. Alright, so mission gaining experience. Hopefully not too many more mons will hit the level cap before the next gym. And in comes an Espeon. It would be lovely if we had Nightlight right here, but unfortunately we do not. We will go into... we'll stay in with Outlet. What's the worst that can happen, right? Crit Psychic. Hopefully this Shockwave will kill. Goes for the Curse. Okay, Curse Espeon is something I did not put on my bingo card to see today. Do I want Light Screen? I guess I'll get rid of Swift. I feel like I'm never clicking Swift on this thing. And we'll fight Karate Master Ken over here. Did not see his name. Dude, I'm already speeding up. I'll speed up like little spurts, you know, like animations and stuff. We'll go into Toad. He has Scratch. I did almost forget that these guys have buff movesets. Speaking of a Curse Espeon. So I do have to be a little bit careful, but I'm not too particularly concerned at the moment. We'll go for a nice Mega Drain on Toad. He goes for the Water Pulse. Gets confused. I think Toad can break through. Dude, I should never have trusted in Toad. Okay, let's go into Ka, I suppose, because Ka, you know, can sap up more experience. Crunch should outspeed this thing nice and easy. And just distribute the experience nice and evenly. I do not want anybody over-leveling before Fantina. And in comes a Beedrill, which, you know, unless the thing has Drill Run, I'm not really scared of it. We'll go for Crunch. Does about half. With the defense drop, it's going to be an easy KO for Ka. Unless this is like a Citrus Berry or something. It was an Oran Berry. I think I still kill. And he goes for Harden to negate the defense drop. What are these big brain plays from this big brain B over here? I don't kill now. Didn't see what he went for. He went for Harden again. I just killed. So Ka, you know, Ka is, she comes in when needed. She was here a little bit before Gardenia. She's pulling up a little bit before Fantina. She's just an overall well-rounded Pokemon. And we got the Wakan Berry, which if you didn't know, I think is electric type move, weakness reduction. In some order, those words make sense, but I hope you get what I meant. No items here, which is very strange. And we will fight Hiker Jeff over here, which is actually Operator Tia. And dude, all these water-type Pokemon, my goodness. I'll go Ka here, I think. He goes for Rock Tomb, which is totally fine by me. I'll go for a Crunch. He goes for Rock Tomb yet again. I'm not doing too much with these crunches, so we'll go into Toad, and dude, that's kind of a lot of damage. This thing might have Pluck. What is that? Okay. That, never scared, never punished. Mach Punch. Actually, I was kind of afraid that wouldn't finish him low-key. But Toad lives to see another day, somehow. We have Drought Mawile here. I'm low-key predicting a Fire Fang. Let's go into Hermie. This thing might go for, like, Crunch or something. Excuse me? Nah, bro. There's no way we're running Drought Solar Beam Mawile. And it did that much damage? Okay, hold on. I gotta lock in here for a second. Drought Solar Beam Mawile is genuinely like the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. What do I do? I guess I go Outlet. Outlet probably takes this, right? If Hermie took it and it was super effective, Outlet definitely takes it, right? I guess Mawile actually learned Solar Beam, which is kind of insane that they saw Drought on this and said, yeah, give this thing Solar Beam. Not the Game Freak saw it, but the randomizer saw Drought and said, yeah, give this thing Solar Beam. That's ludicrous, bro. Okay, it goes for the Protect. And the next Shockwave is enough to finish off the Solar Beam Mawile. Where does he even Solar Beam from? His second mouth? Dude, I need to put Rock Smash. I'm putting Rock Smash on Stina, man. Low-key. I'm too lazy to be going back and forth. Alright, Stina. I hate to do this to you, my friend, but you're gonna learn Rock Smash. It's a pretty good move. I don't know why you're so upset. We'll give you Rock Smash over Mud Slap. And we will get whatever this item is, which is going to be an Ultra Ball. So you know what? Maybe that'll catch us a great Pokemon right here, right now. Let's see. Encounter number 1 of 2 of this route is going to be a Magnemite. Okay, I will take a Magnemite. Magnezone is awesome sauce. I just hope it doesn't have Sonic Boom, because that could be relatively annoying. It doesn't matter because we caught him. And this thing is going to be named Jimmy. Why Jimmy, you ask? Well, because that's his name, I answer. Jimmy to box 2. Jimmy's number 40. We've officially gotten 40 Pokemon so far, which is awesome. We'll write down Magnemite there. I do like this double encounter thing. First of all, I love seeing a lot of Pokemon in Nuzlocke. I don't know about you guys. Second of all, Baneri, encounter number 2. Second of all, it definitely helps to offset the losing 3 Pokemon at a time, because thankfully, I'm catching Pokemon at a quicker rate than I'm losing them. Which is the intended result of this rule set. Baneri is kind of scaring me. I'm going to Stina. Please do not jump kick me or low kick me. And it doesn't matter. We caught you nice and easy. This is a female. We'll name it Lola. Simple, easy Lola Bunny. And then we will take a look at our newly captured Pokemon in just a moment. Could have gotten a Wurmple. For some reason, I'm kind of happy we didn't. I probably should have healed before this. And because I'm scared, I'm going to speed up. He's a Dragonair. We'll go for an Icicle Plate boosted Powder Snow. And see how much damage this does. Okay, he has Icy Wind as well. And Safeguard. Okay, not a problem there. And then in comes the Apom. We will switch into Stina. And he goes for U-turn. What a silly, silly monkey. You have no more friends left. I beat them all. Do I fight this guy? Yeah, why not? Okay, that's a pretty good reason to not fight this guy. Let us panic. I think panicking is the correct move here. We'll go into Stina and hope for no fighting type moves. Give me one moment, guys. Okay, Stealth Rocks. The rain continues to fall. I do have a history with Reggies in Nuzlocke. I'm in Iron Defense. He goes for Explosion. Honestly, probably the best thing he could have done against my Rock Steel type. Thank goodness it wasn't like, you know, Earthquake or something. But I do have to remember the rocks are up. The rocks are up. Stina, look at that. Iron Defensing on nothing. Teddy Ursa comes in. We will go for the Rock Smash. And it does, you know, decent damage for a Rock Smash. Super effective. And then we will finish off with a Growlithe. And we will go into Hermie. Goes for the Ember. It does not do much damage at all. I was expecting a bite, and just like I expected in my anticipation, it did not kill. And just like that, we are at Hearthome City. We have at least 20 minutes in this episode. Dude, I'm just full setting it. I'm going into Fantina today, I think. We're going to heal, though. Hermie is the level cap. I think I'm going to just let her rock on the team, though, because I don't think she'll be over-leveling in the gym trainers. Let me see around Hearthome real quick what there is for me to pick up. I know there is this Eevee that I can get here. So, Babe, BB, whatever your name is, why don't you just give me this Eevee? And what's it going to be? I don't know. It's going to be a surprise because I have no room in my party. So, let's just go and deposit something. We will... Okay, we got to move first of all. Let's take a look at Jimmy. Jimmy has the Water Absorb ability. Would keep him as a Magnemite if Magnezone wasn't 50 times better anyway. And then Simple on the Lola Bunny over here. Again, would love that to be my final ability. I'll probably go ahead and level these guys up, you know, after the gym. There's Irelia and there's Nightlight. Those are the actual members of the team. And I just remembered to write down number 41 is Baneri. All right. So... Let us, dude, I went to the box to deposit these Pokemon. I have such bad attention span. I forgot to deposit Pokemon. So we'll deposit Hermie for just a moment, and we will see what babe has to offer. Right into the house. And we'll pick up the Eevee, which, okay, yeah, don't tell me all the backstory. I just want to know what this Eevee actually is. It is a Combuskin. Okay, dude, that's awesome. We're naming this thing Nugget. And he will be in contention, maybe, later for a spot on the team. I don't know. Blaziken's kind of awesome. I was never a Blaziken fan growing up, but he kind of grew on me over the years. So we have 42, which is Combuskin, making our way through the 40s, almost to 50. Not really, but I'm coping. Okay, we have Nugget the Blaziken. Nugget the Combuskin, which has bad dreams and probably no way to put stuff to sleep. And that is that. Nugget will be boxed for the time being, but I anticipate he will see some spotlight in the future. So we will, oops, not speed up, because speeding up makes my controller go all over the place. And we will put Nugget the Combuskin right there. 42 lines up perfectly with the boxes. I'm doing such a good job organizing, guys. And that being said, let us, yeah, let's just go take on Fantina, because why not? Oh, actually, I have to go do so. Okay, I'm going to speed up through this, because I want all the time I can get to fight Fantina today. Get the glitter powder from our mother's best friend, apparently. And there is Fantina. Hello, Fantina. Please go back to your gym. I would like to fight you very, very desperately. I'm pretty confident in the team we have, honestly. It's a bit of a ragtag, a bunch of misfits, but I think they will do quite well. I've become quite attached to, like, the mainstays of the team, like Irelia and Nightlight. Alright, so in we go. It's going to be dark, but I think because my computer is so good, I can just see all the tiles. That being said, I am no coward. We will be fighting every gym trainer, and because we're fighting every gym trainer, and I'm trying to make this episode not 60 minutes long, I will be speeding up just a bit. Metal Claw, Icy Wind on the Crest. By the way, didn't acknowledge we're fighting a Crest. That's kind of crazy. But Stina is level 26, which is fine. She will more than likely be subbed out after this set of trainers. And we're fighting a Latias, which honestly, I can just Powder Snow. He has Swagger for some reason. And dude, what? That was... No, there's no way this thing isn't like Solid Rock or something. Because that was an Icicle Plate boosted super effective move. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but that should do a lot of damage. I'm going to stay in Powder Snow again. Just for Rain Dance. Okay, he could be surfing or something. Snapped out because I'm goated. Let's see how much this does. This could be multi-scale as well. In that case, multi-scale Latias is genuinely insane. No, it's not. Okay. He's frozen though. Dude, I'm so good at this game. Holy Powder Snow. Powder Snow. Powder Snow. Giga Impact. Ow. That did way too much damage, bro. Holy. Typhlosion comes in. I would go Hermie, but Hermie's already at the level cap. Let's go into... The rain is up as well. Let's go into Ka. And he goes for Leer. I'm gonna glare it. He's paralyzed. He goes for Leer again. I'm a tad bit scared. We'll go into Outlet. Did not see what got raised, but we'll go for the... He's Quick Claw as well. Go for the Shockwave. Go for the Shockwave again, and he is dead. Okay, and then in comes a Chikorita, which that... See, that I'm not scared of. We'll go into Ka for that. Acid. Swagger. Ow. Okay, maybe I should be a little bit scared. I should not be risking Pokemon like that. He has healing too. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. This thing's kind of rocking me right now. I'm not a big fan. Not one bit. Whoever told you I was a big fan, they lied. Okay, I missed. This is gonna bright, dude. Okay. Top 5 most annoying Chikoritas on the planet. Okay, we're going to Toad. Synthesis Headbutt. Okay, I'm confused. Back into Outlet. Quick Attack. Can you please confuse me? Thank you. Back into Toad. Headbutt. Mach Punch. Okay. Dude, that was genuinely, like, not even fun. I stopped having fun, like, on the 3rd turn of that battle. Let's go back and heal. And, we'll make it to room number 2 and fight some more, hopefully not awful trainers. Okay, so Stina is the level cap, and so too is Hermie. That is fine. We'll put them in the back. Go into the square hole, which, of course, brings us to the next room. And then we'll fight this lovely young lady here who has a Starly, and I will Powder Snow, and has a Nose Pass, which I will Mud Bomb, and Mud Bomb, and Mud Bomb. And then a Deoxys, which I will run away because I am a scared little boy. We'll go to Outlet here. I'm not going to speed up against the Deoxys because, you know, I've been told that maybe go better lose Pokemon. I don't really know. That's just what I've heard. Download raises my attack. He goes for Leer. Unless he hits, like, Zen Head. But I should have gone for Quick Attack because I have boosted attack. Honestly, I don't know if that makes it stronger than Shockwave. But he's going for Charge Beam, which, okay, I was going to say that could get pretty scary, but... Okay, so Shockwave was better. We know that for next time. Next time we get a download attack boost. Shockwave just does more damage, unless it's a ground type, in which case I will click Quick Attack. Speaking of ground types, Powder Snow. Okay, if that thing didn't die, I would have boxed Michigan for being a fraud. Okay, he confuses me. I'm totally fine with that. We'll go Outlet here. Okay, I think I got a Silver Wind boost. Again, I gotta stop speeding up here. Okay. Dude, how do we get put in absolute peril on every single battle? Okay, Quick Claw boost. This thing could have a fighting type move. I'm not messing around. I'm going to Ka. Okay, still not messing around. Going to Toad. Goes for Facade, and that does more damage than I'm willing to take. So I'll go back into Stina. He goes for Swagger again, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. If I knew that giving all these Pokemon competitive movesets would just make them confuse me every 5 seconds, I would not have done that. Let's go into Stina here. Okay, Facade does actually -2 damage. And I think... Did he have a Chesto Berry? Dude, I gotta stop speeding up, man. I'm not even focusing on what's happening in the battles. I thought I put that man to sleep like 3 turns ago. Stina leveling up. Hermie leveling up. Okay, okay. Gotta go back and heal because my team got apparently obliterated in that fight. For some godforsaken reason. Hopefully it's not an omen for how Fantina's about to go. Low-key, I wasn't expecting to do a gym fight in this episode, but I guess it's kind of expected considering how short the last route is. What is this? This is going to be episode 8, I believe? I gotta edit episode 7 to go up tomorrow. So hopefully I did that. If I didn't, you'll know because it did not go up on April 24th, which is when it's supposed to go up. Let us fight young nerd over here who has a Celio. All my team is over-leveling, except the one I need, which is Outlet. Again, I gotta stop speeding up. I gotta see what's going on in these battles. Shockwave, gonna analyze. It does well over half. So much over half that it actually does 100%, which is sick. Michigan, level 25, wants to learn Hail. Call me crazy, it might come in handy. We'll give Hail to Michigan, why not? And then Outlet going to level 26, and in comes Munchlax. He frisked me. This thing does not get counter. I don't believe you. No counter. He's heavy. He's a fat, chunky little boy. Loki's gonna one-shot anyway. What did I say? And did frisking me do anything for you? Absolutely not. You silly, silly little Munchlax. Okay, the entire team basically is at the level cap, so we're gonna lead with Ka and hope that I don't over-level on any of the main team members. We have a Seizure here. I think Ka can take this thing on. Goes for Icy Wind, which is fine. We'll go for another Crunch. He goes for Bubble Beam, which is slightly less fine. I got a defense drop, though. He goes for Bubble Beam again. No crit, thank goodness. What is Ka linked to? Ka's linked to a Crawdon and a Diglett, so nothing crazy, but, you know, we're still not trying to have any losses here today. Okay, we're going to play nice and safe. In comes Zapdos. Okay, I am now scared. We'll go Michigan here, actually, because Michigan kind of walls this thing, I think. Don't quote me on that. Goes for Air Cutter, which could do some damage. How much does that do? Okay. Speed Boost? Speed Boost Zapdos. Okay, noted. We'll go to Stina, because, again, Stina, it's okay if she overlevels. I'm totally fine with that. Actually... Stina's not... Okay, Stina's not part of the 2-core. I low-key forgot that I had to have 2 adjacent Pokemon on this team. Again, Zapdos, please, why are you swaggering me, bro? Let's go into Outlet to get rid of that confusion. And he goes for Shockwave. Honestly, I'm just going to stay in with Outlet. I think Outlet does a fine job against this thing. Honestly, walls it better than Stina because he resists both of its typings. And Shockwave is neutral, does plenty of damage. Goes for Shockwave again. In comes Happy Little Wooper. We're going to Toad. Toad's not in danger of overleveling, thank goodness. And then in comes a Ponyta. We'll go Hermie. And Hermie, again, not going to overlevel. Could die, though, apparently. Okay, we're going to go back and heal. I think the next room is going to be Fantina's. So I want to make sure that I am all nice and healthy. Okay. Gonna do a quick, nice, and heal. And we will go ahead and run up here. Go to the square door. Actually, dude, what am I doing, man? My team isn't even built yet. Holy, I'm missing 2 very important team members. Okay, so we'll go in the box. We will move. We will go ahead and grab Irelia. She's absolutely coming back. We'll put Ka in the box. Ka, you've been very good. Gonna have to take that leftovers though, bud. Please and thank you. And then we will unfortunately be boxing Stina for the time being. Stina is number 24. Goes right next to the Hariyama over here. Take the Quick Claw. Even though I don't think anyone's going to be wielding the Quick Claw for the time being, we'll put Nightlight back on the team. Because who doesn't want an Intimidate Umbreon on the team? Am I right, guys? Am I right? So let's give lefties to Irelia and lefties to Nightlight. We will go ahead and Rare Candy only Michigan because the rest of the team just naturally made it level 26. And that being said, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Fantina time. And it's been about 30 minutes, so I have, like, you know, this is not going to take more than 10 minutes. Do I lead with Irelia? I want to lead with Toad. I don't know. I'm feeling Toad for this one. Again, we do have the Slowbro plus Electivire combo for the 2-core. Fought all the trainers, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, we did. Okay. Fought you. And where is the mat? I can't see this one. This is the Target logo. We're going to Target. Okay, Target right here. And just like that, Fantina time. We're going to save the game just in case any shenanigans happen during the battle. And just gonna full send it. Oh ho ho, you finally arrived. Since I came to this country, always I try to learn new things. They hold contests in the city. I say to myself, on Finn, I will excel. This is why I dress this way. C'est une performance. Forgive my French. I never took it in high school. Also, I study Pokemon very much. I have come to be a gym leader. And so it shall be that you challenge me. But I shall win. That is what a gym leader does, non? Alright, Fantina, let's see what you got. So far, the gym leaders have not been too much trouble. Is Director Joe going to change that? Starting out with a Ghastly is not a great way to change that, my friend. This should be an easy switch to Irelia, I'm thinking. We'll take it nice and slow, no speeding up in the gym fights. He goes for Spite, which is absolutely useless. We get a completely free swap to Irelia. We'll go for Bites. Bite the Ghastly. Maybe one-shots yet. It's a Ghastly. What am I thinking? I'm really looking... you know what? I think I should have done a level booster for this. The levels in this are, like, so comically low. I would love to be fighting level, like, what? 36s right now with a 50% boost. That would be awesome. Speaking of awesome, what's not awesome is this Aerodactyl that I'm looking at, which is probably going to rock move me. So I'm going to go Hermie. I think Hermie's a pretty fine counter to this. I never remember if Slowking or Slowbro is the physically or specially defensive one. Goes for the Ancient Power. Dude, I wasn't going to say it. It's fine unless he gets the boost. Now we're dealing with a Omni-boosted Aerodactyl. Okay, hopefully he doesn't have anything else to hit me with. I'm going to yawn it. Okay, he has Ancient Power. A second boost could be quite bad. Okay, thankfully he does not get a second boost. I do have No Guard. If he has, like, I don't know, Rock Wrecker, does that miss a lot? I'm not too sure. Okay, so he's going for special attacks. I think I should just Water Gun this thing and then swap to Outlet next turn because I have a guaranteed turn of sleep and I don't want to take too much damage on Outlet. I think Outlet coming in with a download boost could do the deed. That being said, a second boost would be absolutely horrible right now. Thankfully, he does not get it. And Water Gun actually does more than I thought. This thing falls asleep. And I would stay in if Hermie wasn't in kill range. Because I know that 2 Water Guns finishes this thing, but I think that, especially if I get a download special attack boost... Okay, unfortunate. But I think a Shockwave, based on how much damage that Water Gun did, will kill this thing. So Shockwave, here we go. Stayed fast asleep, so I could have stayed in with Hermie. Always punished. But a Shockwave should be enough to take out this big flying dino right here. Is Aerodactyl a dinosaur? I think so, right? A Pterodactyl, I guess. Yeah, Aerodactyl's kind of sick. I should use Aerodactyl more often, too. I'm really excited to do more projects in the future, because it lets me use more Pokemon that I don't normally use. Alright, in comes Crawdon. Perfect swap for Outlet. Unfortunately, still rocking the attack boost. Would love to always get the special attack boost. I don't know. I think Electivire is actually a physical attacker, though, low-key. So I would like Thunder Punch in this thing. But I'm assuming Shockwave kills. Yeah, I mean, Zap Plate boosted. Crawdon. You're gonna die, brother. And low-key, I think that Hermie's holding a Bright Powder. I should give her the Quick Claw. I think that'd be great for her. And then, oh, dude, another Water Dark type. Okay. I mean, this gym just seems to be absolute fodder. Shockwave, not going to speed up, because what if this thing pulls out, like, Focus Sash Mirror Coat. Is he a Wobbuffet? No, but could he do it? I don't think so. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, Sharpedo dead. Little bit of speed up there. And then in comes Primeape. Okay, could have had one of these things, but unfortunately the Pokemon it was linked to has died. I'm gonna stay in. This thing could have like a rock type move for my Crobat. We'll just click Shockwave until I can't click Shockwave no more. Maybe kill? That would be kind of nice. Okay, not quite, but he goes for the Sunny Day, which does he have like Fire Punch or Chlorophyll? I don't really know what the move here is, Primeape, but another clean kill for Outlet. Outlet absolutely showing out here. And then the last, but certainly not least Pokemon coming in for Fantina is going to... Okay, speaking of certainly not least, we have a level 24 Rayquaza staring us down. Look at those red gums. I don't think anything this does one-shots me. I do have a Mamoswine in the back. I'm just going to click Shockwave, and we'll see how much damage this does. I do have to keep in mind the next level cap, which is, again, so annoying, man. I shouldn't have a level booster for this. Okay. And he's setting up bulk ups. I don't like that. I really don't like that, actually. Please, sir, can you stop? Okay, so the question now becomes, am I safe? I think I'm safe to stay in here. I'm going to click Shockwave again, because I'm faster. A crit would be lovely here. I hope he doesn't bulk up again. Because if he does... Oh, dude. Oh, my goodness. Low-key, I gotta look in the documentation for that. Hold on. What did that Rayquaza have? We're gonna go to my doc, because I've not been using the docs. Not that. Hold on. I'm taking a small breather from playing the game right now. We're gonna go into our document, and I'm not gonna look at anybody else. I'm just gonna find Fantina, because I gotta see, man. Okay, that Rayquaza. Okay, her ace was Sharpedo. The Rayquaza had Dragon Claw, Scary Face, Snore, and Bulk Up. Okay, so +1 Dragon Claws would have probably hurt. Speaking of Thunder Punch, oh dude, this is awesome. Okay, we'll get rid of I got rid of Light Screen so I can kind of take advantage of both the physical and special boost from download. And just like that, Director Joe is dumbfounded and defeated. Do I get Shadow Ball here? That would be kind of sick. TM65. I think Shadow Ball is like in the 30s. Shadow Claw. Okay, not as great, but dude, another flawless gym fight. And this time we didn't even rely on Irelia. This was the Outlet show. Turns out Electivire kinda good. So yeah, that being said, guys, we're at about the 40-minute mark. I am quite satisfied with this episode. Good to be back. Hopefully we'll be able to record more soon. Gotta get editing for tomorrow's video though. So with that being said, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you are looking forward to the next episode. And with that being said, we're gonna make it back to the Pokeball in the middle because I have to end on a nice spot. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.